is up, y'all? It's me, Tasha C, and welcome to the Tasha C Show. I would have gave the whole introduction for this, y'all, for this one, but I guess because I had in between recording, it was some error. I realized when I was talking for about 3 to 4 minutes that, it wasn't until then that I realized the podcast was not recording. So I'm glad I stopped it instead of doing a whole thing and realizing it then. So we're not going to go through the whole intro thing, but I'm just going to about this 10:32. It's March the 18th, 2020. Just to let y'all know, I found a link. I think I'm going to go ahead and put it in the link of the description of this video about, say, if you want to visit museums, some of the exhibits, and of course, just because, and certain things that is going on right now. I will list the link that I have. It's a link with the Fox News like local Detroit, Michigan app Detroit, but it has a link there where you go to certain museums and you can look online like a virtual tour, okay, and virtual looking artifacts and stuff there. I know I think a National Women's Museum, a Natural Museum, a French Art Museum, stuff like that. So I looked at a few things, so I find that pretty cool. Okay, so anyway, also like I said, I can remind myself to put it inside of the link, hopefully inside the website. I was going to I do remember I was talking about a lady to see if I was trying to see her memoir. I think it was June Miter, Connor. And I didn't find anything when I looked through Georgia Library or honestly through Hoopla neither, which is an extension of the digital library services. So I don't know. So I don't know I'll be able to read that in the future. I know I've been hard-headed. I still haven't watched the rest of the Toni Morrison documentary, Pieces I Am. No, I gotta do that. But let's get in. This is not going to be that. Like I said, y'all, I talked for like 5 minutes and I finally looked and it wasn't going. So anyways, first we're going to go to Instagram real quick and do a couple ones. And then, okay. Let's see here. Let's see. Must have kicked it out. Okay. Now, today, just to let y'all know, for example, if y'all know about this legendary singer, actress, rapper, artist, Queen Latifah's born day is today. Enough said, so happy blessed birthday for her. Also, this is from Instagram on the post. We are Push Black. I'm the warning y'all because I am when I pronounce any words. What is this? Unita Blackwell was a courageous civil rights activist whose work undeniably contributed to the progression of not just black Mississippians, but black people all over the country. Despite leaving school at just 12 years old, never knowing what it was meant to vote, and picking cotton until she was 31, Blackwell went on to not only be elected as Mississippi's first black woman mayor, but to hold that role for over 20 years. Now let's get into the post. Pictures. March the 18th, 1933. On this day, former Mississippi mayor civil rights activist Unita Blackwell was born, most notably known as the first black woman elected mayor in the state. Blackwell was a pioneer in her community whose activism and courage helped change the course of history for countless black Americans. Born in a sharecropper shack on a plantation in Mississippi at the height of the Great Depression, Blackwell grew up not even knowing what it meant to vote. She spent her youth picking cotton with her family to survive and wasn't even familiar with the word. That changed in 1964 when the Freedom Riders visited her town in Mayersville, Mississippi. Blackwell learned the importance of voting and the positive impact it could have on her community. She also learned that at the time, just trying to vote could get black people killed in Mississippi. From there, she felt called to serve her people. The more I heard about white people being so against it, the more I started thinking there must be something in this voting, she wrote in her memoir, Barefooting Life Lessons on the Road to Freedom. Again, this is UNITA Blackwell memoir. It's called Barefooting Life Lessons on the Road to Freedom. Overnight, I went on from field hand to full-time freedom fighter. Blackwell marched and led voter registration efforts while simultaneously activating for underprivileged populations like elderly and poor in her town of Marysville. And after meeting famed leader Lou Hamer in 1964, Blackwell also became active in the newly formed Mississippi Freedom Democratic Party, MFDP. By 1976, her commitment to the black community paid off in a major way when she was elected as the first mayor of Marysville, Mississippi, making her the first black woman mayor in the state. In her role, she led the fight to incorporate Marysville and raise money for basic services like water, sewage, and housing. That is dope. Also, I know this is off subject, but I want to also point out to a memoir I read probably about 15 or something years ago. They also have audiobook version. It's a memoir, but it was one of those books that was touching. It was bittersweet, and it also deals with like the horrors of a black young girl who lost her mom. It was put in the horrors of like the foster system and some of these slimeball foster parents again, and dealing with going through things, and it was a lot. But in the end, if you heard about it, called, I think, A Piece of Cake, this called, and it was by the author and lawyer Cupcake Brown. So, like I said, I still remember to this day about what she accomplished, consider all what she went through, and that's because shows like you if it's meant to be, you can achieve it. And I mean, I know that it's just cliche-ish, but it was one of those stories that stuck, stories and testimonies that stood with me, because that was a lot what she went through, and but she was able to accomplish this, which was able to go down. I may probably reread it again, because like I said, I actually had rented the book originally from the library, but I do know also that they carry that book as an audiobook as well. So, alright, Vero TV, how they're doing their women's series, because, this is also, besides I'm doing this on Black History Facts, I'm also talking, not everybody I talk about is going to be women all the time, but this is also Women's History Month, okay? So, Remy Ma is a Grammy-nominated powerhouse, conquering the world of music, television, fashion, family, and love, making her name synonymous with the brand Black Love. Bring the heat to the state of the culture each and every week. She brings the same passion to being a host that she does to the mic, and we salute her today for her work on and off stage. She is one of the only 5 members to ever top the Billboard Hot 100 chart, and introduced support of women and women rights. In 2010, she created Remy Ma Foundation, which helps women and their families who have been negatively affected by the incarceration and poverty. She's also, sorry about that, y'all. She's also a fashion teacher and who has released collabs with Ben Bixum, with a proportion of proceeds going to support the Remy Ma Foundation. Respect the MC, the Mongol fashion teacher, and Thorambidis. Okay, let's get that here. I also want to talk about that was something unique that Rivo was talking about before I get to there. First, y'all, now this is, some of these albums I've heard, some of these I haven't, whatever, before I get to this other album list. And they were saying, and this is from Dat Piff, okay. And they were saying the top 25 debut, list, like what is the best debut on this list of 25. And the tag, I guess, is from Hot New Hip Hop, actually, Instagram page. So I'm going to go in order. Yeah, the 25 best debut albums of the century, parentheses, so far. So I'm going to go from the highest to the lowest, number, okay, as far as number 1 order. Okay, 24, Ray Sherm Life. Now, yeah, I did hear that, like, that really did blow up them two brothers, that group. Azalea Banks, Broken, number 23, Broken with Expensive Taste. I never heard of the album. Okay. 22, Run the Jewels, name Run the Jewels. I heard about, never read it. 21, Raspberry, Layla's Wisdom. No, so I think it comes up another thing I'm going to talk about, but I mean, yeah, she's a dope MC, and even though personally me, it should be higher on the list if I was like based on if I had like a top certain amount of numbers, but there's so many choices of albums that I like. Lloyd Banks, Hunger for More. I heard some of that. Tierra Whack World. That's number 19. Now, I've been hearing about TRX since this past summer last year with like some of her stuffs, but I have not heard the album, so I don't know. But I mean, she got some skills. Meek Mill, Dreams and Nightmares, number 18. Okay, I ain't gonna lie, I haven't heard that album. Number 17, Waka Flocka Flame, Flockavelli. I know some people like, what the hell is she talking about? Some people, but I mean, this is with hip hop albums and the Black History Facts, so, you know. Big Boy, Sir, Luscious, Left Foot. That's number 16. Well, I'm surprised then they got Big Boy. I'm surprised they don't have Outkast. Because some of these people, they're not just, just like a single artist. They're groups. But okay. Travis Scott, Rodeo. I heard that. Rick Ross, Port of Miami. Heard some songs. So that. 14. 13, Jada Kiss Game Goodbye. There it is. Okay, 12, Pusha T, My Name Is My Name. 11, Nipsey Hussle, Victory Lap. Number 10, Chief Keef, Finally Rich. Number 9, YG, My Crazy Life. Number 8, Lupe Fiasco, Food and Liquor. Number 7, Clips, Lord Willing. If y'all wonder who that is, that actually, Clips used to be a duo. They were under, I think, the Neptunes label. That's Pharrell. And I always get his name. That's Pharrell and... Oh gosh, why would I not know both of their names? Carell and Chad. I think I got their names right. And there was a brother duo with Clips too. And it was Pusha T and Malice. Now he goes name and he's, like No Malice, and he's like, Spirit, he's not that type of rap anymore. And so yeah. Kid Cudi, Man on the Moon was number 6. 5, Young Jeezy, Let's Get It, Thug Motivation 101. Number 4, Game, the documentary. Okay. Number 3, Kanye West, College Dropout. Why did I say it like that? Number 2, Kendrick Lamar, of course, The Good Kid, Mad City. Number 1, Kendrick Lamar. Okay, that's a list. Number 1, 50 Cent, Get Rich or Die Trying. Okay. To these is your own. I mean, it was good. I heard 50 Cent both at Kendrick Lamar, but I'm just okay. Like I said, what do y'all think about these lists? Okay. Also, I wanted to. Yeah, this is why also I was bringing up about the virtual museums is because actually one of the museums that they are talking about was the Smithsonian National Museum has a floor where you can see some of their, in virtual wise, and if you're able, if you feel like going, be able to go to their museum. It's it's called the Experience. Okay, it's National Museum of Natural History. I don't know exactly where that's at. But you can see some of their exhibits do virtual wise, like the African bush elephant. Gives a little information, talks about it. First floor exhibit, African voices, so forth. So, like I said, I looked at some of these, but not all of these. But I'll show a link where you can go through there to look at some of them. Okay, then I'm going to talk about some more hip-hop R&B albums, and this is all I'm going to do today. Okay. Now, this is from your vote as well, too. 11 hip-hop and R&B albums perfect to listen while working from home. Okay, well, TV has compiled a list of essential rap and R&B albums which should keep y'all occupied at home while you watch most of the country shut down, due to Miss Ice Queen Rona. I like to call it that, or Cray Cray. Okay, so All right. Um, I don't know if I'm going to go through all of these albums, but they're going from 1 to 11. Okay. Kendrick Lamar to Pimp a Butterfly. Kendrick Lamar was an album that aspires to listen to develop deep themselves and address and analyzing complexities of their own lives, making consensual listening in these trying times. And also, even though the song outright is like, surviving for like certain issues such as police brutality and stuff. I do like the song. Also, all right is good to say. Like we gonna be all right, especially dealing with, ice cream Corona. Okay, I keep sound like saying cream, but I'm saying queen. Sanjay knows a seat at the table. Yeah, dope album. J. Cole for Your Eyes Only. Oh, well, that's not the okay. Now, K. Tranada, Bubba. I've heard a couple songs, like what that song feature, like he does the beat and it's a song with Charlotte What's called What You Need, that's dope. I still haven't listened to the whole thing, but y'all want to go ahead and listen to that. Jay-Z's 444. I haven't heard album yet. Okay. I've been hearing so much about number 6 on the list. Sorry, y'all, I haven't been labeled anything. Now, just to tell y'all, because I ain't gonna lie, I've listened like several years ago with Tyler the Creator music and Our Future stuff years ago. I liked some of their beats, but then I got kind of like dissing myself with them for a while because some of the songs that they had, and like I said, it was a dark, demonic. They had like good beats, but a lot of their songs were like oh my gosh, like a little too much. And so anyways, this last album, which I have not heard except that song Don't Leave Is Not My Fault, I don't know what song it is. It's won a Grammy, it's won all these awards, and it's like I plan on listening to the album because he's cooled down. I think the last album too, the last couple albums he's been like, it hasn't been the scary horror stuff, but it's very talented. So Tyler the Creator, Igor, if you want to listen to that. Okay, Future, and the songs, like if you're into the Future with the songs, Hendrix. So I don't know if that's the song that has my collection, because it has like a look where you can listen to the song. Okay, but other than that, I'm surprised they would choose this one. But okay. Raspity, Layla's Wisdom. They should be higher on this because, Raspity, like I said, is dope as heck. Okay, Wisdom. Okay, I'm just reading this a little bit. Wisdom is necessary. Is uncertainty. Okay, wait a minute. I'm looking at the wrong stuff. Okay, wisdom is necessary when uncertainty is in the air. And Layla's has been passed down to us by her granddaughter, Raspity, who taught us the tenets learned from her Families Mercury on this Grammy-nominated album, rhyming alongside Kendrick Lamar, Anderson .Paak, Busta Rhymes, Slim Skywalker, Black Thought, BJ the Chicago Kid, and Music Soul Child. Raspberry schools the youth throughout offerings like Power Nobody and a roller coaster jam called Love, made probably great for easy listening. For starters, y'all also listen to that song, that album, Sassy. Enough said. No Name Room 25. Hailing off the windy, see No Name's Breeze. Bro, she's good, but go by No Name. Call Me Presence. Yeah, dope song. Actually, I forgot her first album that I listened to, but yeah, Room 25, I gotta listen to that. Okay. Ari Lennox, She Butter Baby, even just that song itself is dope. And like cuss like BMO, Up Late, New Department, check that out. Just Parental Advisory is one of those albums that even though it's an R&B cut soul album, yeah, if you're not you okay with parental advisories, go ahead. But major talent. And speaking of Anderson .Paak, Anderson .Paak of Ventura is also the last album on there. There's a couple of albums, but yeah, I just decided y'all to talk about different music y'all might want to listen to, just really music today. But anyways, y'all, hugs and loves. I hope I remember to put that link of that site I was talking about so y'all can, go and, visit some museums, quote, quote. Anyways, y'all, hugs and loves. God bless. I will see you in our next one. And I still know I'm being hard-headed and I have not put up the 2 podcasts yet, and these podcasts I'm going to decide to only put them as podcasts and not upload them to YouTube, because I'm talking about Ice Queen, Rona Cray Cray, and somebody was talking about her, and I'm not going to mention the name because I don't know what affects it, but was asking about. I mean, I did see her comments on my last post, and what happened was she mentioned the word in there for me to go look at the videos concerning Ice Queen Quay Gray, and then all of a sudden all her things, I don't know if she would lead herself, I don't know, because there's sensitivity with those words on the YouTube site. That's why I will not, I'm no longer posting anything that mentions that, Ice Queen specifically. And all of a sudden all her comments were completely, that was made, were messed up, even when she was just saying hi, how you doing, basically. So I was trying to look for her, like Google, through YouTube to see if she was on there. I don't know what's going on, but that's what I'm trying to figure out. What should I title those particular podcasts? And it's just like kind of, just giving information about, in the city of Michigan, what some of the stuff that's said so far, some of the people who have dealt with Ice Queen and stuff like that. Just more so facts, a couple things about what's going on with it. And that's it. So, anyway, we'll get to his hugs and loves. I will see y'all in the next one. And take care, y'all.